August the 26th, the year 2019, calendar of Pope Gregory. August 26, 2019, and in 1 month's time, September 26, 2019 will mark 5 years. Every turtle on this Mother Earth, they have 13 signatures. 13 signs of the moon, the earth, she passed around the sun, and 13 full moon to make our sequence there. Turtle Island. 5 years ago, it'll be 5 times 13. You make the moons, you'll know it. 65, 67. 5 years ago, next month, September the 26th, will mark the 5-year anniversary of the forced disappearance of 43 students, they call them. The 43 students of Ayotzinapa that were disappeared. They call it forced disappearance because the agency of that disappearance, it wasn't accidental, it wasn't casual, it wasn't just criminal. It was criminal, but it was a crime that involved the agencies of the government, the state, the police, the local politicians in Iguala Guerrero, the state police, the military command structure that goes all the way up to the top of the president of the Federation of Mexican Republics. Enrique Peña Nieto was his name. Now it's President Amador López, Andrés Manuel López Obrador. From then to now, 5 years, no response to the demands of the parents of the 43 students to ask and answer the simple question, where are they? After 5 years, we still do not have the answer. Where are they? Where are the 43 students? They know. They knew that night, September the 26th, 2014. They knew then because they were there. They were the ones involved. They were monitoring the bus, the 2 buses that came out of Guerrero, Iguala. They were heading to Mexico City to celebrate the anniversary of the massacre, the denunciation of the massacre of Tlatelolco of 1968. The massacre of 1968 in Tlatelolco, that's where they were going. The 43 students, when they were forcibly disappeared at the hands of the local police, the state police, the military apparatus at the command of the president of Mexico at the time, Enrique Peña Nieto. And since then, there has been no response. The government lied, and then they lied about their lies, and they kept on lying, and they made their lies known as an official version of the truth, which was nothing but lies. It sounds like Christopher Columbus, but that's exactly what it is. It's just the same thing. To the point that by the time it got from Christopher Columbus all the way to the North American Free Trade Agreement, they no longer were coming at us with kings and crowns and churches and religions. Now they had corporations, and now they had an apparatus composed of 50 states constructed upon the lands of the indigenous peoples. Pirates they used to be when they first got here, then they were made into knights, then they became states, and then they transferred that using the mechanisms of transfer, in other words, violence, in other words, money. And for all of this money that was given to the government of Mexico, the U.S. dollars, taxpayers' dollars, that's it right there, going into the hands of the government of Mexico. You put the dollars and we'll put the death. 100,000 people dead. 100,000 people dead. Deaths, 100,000. Since the U.S. conceived, managed, directed, funded, and trained war on drugs in Mexico that is known today as the Plan Merida. It has not stopped. Today there's 11,000 on the border with Guatemala, 9,000 on the U.S.-Mexico border. Troops of this government that is being funded by that government, and they call that the Plan Merida. It's a plan of colonization. It's a plan of genocide. It's a plan of death that is born upon the back, not of a life-living turtle of Mother Earth. It's born upon the back of a zombie doctrine. They call it the doctrine of discovery. It's a zombie doctrine. It was death on arrival. From that time till now, 1492 to 2019, August the 26th, that's what they call it today in their calendar. We have our own names and our own sequence of time to know who we are, where we are, and when we are now here to say again, Ayotzinapa, sin perdón, sin olvido. Vivos los llevaron, vivos los queremos. They were taken alive. We want them back alive. Ayotzinapa aguanta, el mundo se levanta.